But what's the news media like at this point? The news media
is
all over him? Are they covering it?
No, the whole, the airlines thing, that was a big deal when it happened.
This is before Twitter and...
Yeah, of course. So, it's when a bombing would happen and it came out that it was the Unabomber, then they definitely said, Unabomber strikes again.
I see.
But, it's not 24 hours, not a 24/7 news cycle.
So it wasn't on par with, Richard Ramirez or...
No.
There was Son of Sam?
No.
There wasn't that chilling effect yet on society?
But the manhunt was constantly building.
Yeah.
The more that these popped up, because then it became the biggest manhunt known to man.
So he leaves this strange apparatus in the faculty lounge at Berkeley, in the electrical engineering department. It said that it had a handsaw grip on it, and it was a weird, oddly shaped metal container. So this professor, he just walks over and picks it up. And when he picks up the grip, a pipe bomb inside blew up this guy's face, his hand, his arm were all damaged. Flesh was ripped from his fingers. His tendons were all fucked up.
I'm hungry.
Yeah. It's pretty appetizing stuff.
And it could have been much, much worse, because what was actually inside this apparatus was a big tank of gasoline. But the reason why it didn't explode was because he filled the tank to the very top, and there wasn't enough actual air and enough oxygen in the gas tank for it to explode.
Right. This is the problem when you are a nerd bombing other nerds. Sometimes these nerds are going to school you in how you're actually very stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. This seems like a very rookie mistake. Everybody knows that about gasoline.
Yeah, the guy himself, the victim himself, Professor Angelakos, he said, the idiot filled the tank to the top. He didn't leave enough air for the gasoline to explode.
Seems a little cocky for a bomb victim. I'm sorry.
And this time, this is when he starts putting little false clues in there. He wants to try to trick these guys, and he does a damn good job of it for a very long time, tricking all these investigators.
What are some of these false clues?
He left a note with the bomb that said, "It works! I told you it would." And then he signed the initials RV.
Now, what's
and
RV
he did
stand
that
for?
to possibly implicate these other previous Berkeley colleagues, holy shit, and Robert Vaught.
Yes, RV.
So now he's trying to frame up other people for these crimes.
Yeah.
Just throwing a bunch of roadblocks in the way.
It just gets to a point where he's getting a little Riddler with it.
Yeah.
I don't think he's doing enough damage.
I do think he's wearing a green suit, though.
Yeah.
Just a green...
He's green from the moss growing on his body because he's washing himself with his pee-pee water.
Yeah, exactly. How didn't the note explode? How doesn't the note explode in an explosion like this?
I'm not sure. I mean, I guess if you attach it to a certain spot, if you look at how the...
I feel like if our show becomes bombing technique driven, we're going to get taken off the air, right?
Yeah, we can't do that.
No, I'm talking about note survival.
I'm just saying we can't go through diagrams one on one, but I imagine it's some what you do, how an envelope bomb is. You open it up and it goes like, oh, you go oh, letter for grandma, and then you open it up and then you don't have hands anymore.
Very scientific. Thank you, Henry.
So the next one comes 3 years later. He waits 3 years before his next bombing.
What are we at?
This
now?
is
We're
when
at
he's
6?
really getting heavy into his ribbon dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These 3 years.
Are we at 6 bombs now?
I don't know. I think so. Something like that.
And how does he have the ability to just chill out for 3 years? He's doing nothing.
He's honing his skills.
He's just tinkering around.
Well, here's what's going on with his bombs, and this is a part of his ingeniousness, but also the reason why this took him so long, and the reason why there were so many failed attempts, because he was working on all of this without any electricity. No electricity, no running water. He's very meticulous about it. He wants to make sure that they're all built exactly the way he feels they should be built. And he is also building them with a message. He wants the note to explode. If he wants the note to be there, so
he's just lazy and he wants to stop working at sundown.
No way, buddy. He's also working on his manifesto.
Yeah.
He's got his journals. There were several other bombs that he had in there that he was probably testing bombs. He was catching squirrels to fuck.
He was catching squirrels to have sex with.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was
before. It's the fleshlight of the forest. You get the biggest, thickest, fattest squirrel. You feed it for a bunch of months, right? And then one time you put a little Valium in the food, and then the squirrel gets all lethargic, and then you go and, it's one and done.
Well, I guess depending on how into it the squirrel is.
Yeah, it's true, and also depending on whether or not how big old Teddy K's tube is.
Yeah, it's good, probably. I would not be surprised if he just whipped out a huge donker.
I would think he has a gigantic cock.
You
Yeah.
never know, though. You never know.
It's always the weird skinny white guy.
It is.
Bulbous fucking baby arm down.
So Air Force captain and Berkeley grad student John Hauser goes into the computer lab at Berkeley. He sees a 3-ring binder out. And, it's not odd for a 3-ring binder to be out, but for some reason he picks it up, he opens it, and the binder explodes. It's another bomb that he's left.
I think that the Unabomber Ted Kaczynski is really making a message here against snooping. Is that your 3-ring binder? Do you know who's 3? Is it yours? Does it have your name?
P's and Q's.
That's right.
Oh, yeah, it's just him teaching. Yeah, he's like an Ann Landers.
So this guy lost 4 fingers. He lost partial vision in his left eye. He had medial nerve damage. Blood was spurting out of his arm as soon as it happened. And here's the sad thing about it. He was going to be an astronaut.
Oh, what's gonna stop you from being an astronaut?
He has 6 fingers.
Oh,
It's tough to be in space. You gotta screw stuff in and...
you tie 3 pencils to the other side. Those are like fingers.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean, that's true. If he's in space and maybe you can just kind of like glue some things onto him. I don't know how space
Being an
works.
astronaut's really
Yeah.
scary. He dodged a bullet.
Yeah, exactly. He would have died probably in like Apollo 11 or whatever the one blew up.
They were all fine.
Yeah. No, not all of them.
The Challenger was bad.
Challenger, yeah.
It was also called the Challenger. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, they should have gone with like the easy train. That would have been a nicer ride, I think.
So this bomb was much more, it was much more powerful from all the rest of them because he started using better materials. He started using ammonium nitrate, started using aluminum powder, the shrapnel. He used tacks, lead, nails,
I
and...
also mentioned because there was a period of time when they said that he did go and attempt to make human connections in the town that he was like 50 yards from.
Yeah.
So he'd walk over there and there was this woman talking about it. She's like, "Oh, Ted used to come in here and he'd talk about books and it was all over my head, but I gave him some rice."
Yeah.
Must have been fun. What a barrel of laughs.
I would have loved to see him line this whole time. Be like, yeah, I need cold crated nails and then some. I run construction.
I mean,
I run construction.
A bunch of this stuff.
I'm Ted. Yeah, Ted from the foam rubber plant. Yeah, you remember me.
You
Good.
remember me? Oh, that's
yeah.
bad. I wish you didn't.
Dang. Oh,
My
dang.
name's Fred Malinsky. I need all these nails for nail collection.
Frogs. Yeah. I don't know.
He also apparently befriended a small boy in the town.
What do you mean?
He befriended a small boy.
Did the boy change his will to murder? Because if he didn't, he's not a very cute kid.
No, the kid was probably like, "Yeah, get him, Ted. Yeah, fuckers,
Yeah.
get those fuckers."
So now we're finally getting into the fatalities.
Yeah, first kill, finally. Christ.
Well, he's done a lot of damage, and I think we've been lucky so far.
Yeah, so far. So he starts planning bombs in parking lots, and the parking lot